Naughty rogue, daring thief.
Dr. Ryan Choi is in his lab working on a long drawn-out experiment when he gets a phone call from Aquaman. Aquaman explains that they were fighting chemo when Batman gets hit with a direct chemical blast and isn't feeling well. Realizing the urgency, Ryan Choi transforms into the Atom and shrinks into the size of a subatomic particle to ride the electrons along the phone wires. After closer inspection, Atom discovers that Batman has been infected with a fast-replicating silicon virus. He explains that this is beyond medicine, to which Batman's cells are quickly mutating. It wouldn't be long before it would overwhelm his central nervous system to cause loss of motor control, paralysis, and then death. Atom claims that the only way to stop this is to enter his body and destroy the organisms himself, to which Aquaman volunteers to join him. Atom makes Batman promise to stay put, explaining that activity makes the virus spread faster. With chemo heading straight for the Bialyan nuclear test site, Batman goes against Atom's orders and tries to stop it from advancing. The Navy fires everything it has, but its weapons are ineffective against it. Batman fires missiles at chemo, but when he is approaching, he suddenly loses motor control and gets a direct hit. Batman narrowly escapes by diving underwater as chemo is about to smash his vehicle. Worried it would happen again, he decides to activate voice command and resurfaces. Meanwhile, Atom and Aquaman are searching for the silicon virus when they suddenly run into one. Aquaman takes action and splits it in half with a water sword, but is surprised to discover that it has started replicating. Atom insists that they need to think things through, to which he then attacks them with an electroshock gun. When he thought it was over, more showed up, to which Atom suspects that Batman must be exerting himself against his better judgment. The virus tries to overwhelm them, so Atom and Aquaman flee and escape into a blood vessel. Atom worries that at their sizes, they wouldn't be able to survive its raging waters. Aquaman tells him not to worry, and telepathically summons a lymphocyte, to which he names Platelet. The virus closes in on them when they get to a narrow pass and loses their pursuers. Atom claims that they won't stand a chance against their numbers, and suggests going after the seed cell, which he suspects must be in Batman's brain. Despite his condition, Batman refuses to give up. Nothing seems to work on chemo, and when it finally gets hold of a nuclear missile, Batman wonders who could be controlling the mindless brute. Out of nowhere, Brain takes credit and orders the Bialyans to surrender to his rule. He threatens to blow up the entire country with the nuke Chemo obtained if they resist. He then orders Chemo to take out Batman, but before he gets the chance, he ejects from his vehicle and goes straight inside Chemo. Atom and Aquaman arrive at his brain, but when they finally find the seed cell, it starts mutating again, to which Atom suspects that Batman must have been exposed to Chemo's toxin again. As the virus mutated again, Atom worries that the field pressurizer won't be enough. Atom runs out of ideas, worried that every course of action leads to unacceptable consequences. Aquaman declares that this is not the time to think, but to act. He charges head-on to draw their forces, so Atom can destroy the seed cell. Aquaman gets thrown off his horse, and the virus destroys Platelet, which angers Atom. In a fit of rage, Atom goes berserk and starts punching them. After clearing a path, Atom then runs to the seed cell and slams the device into it, destroying the virus. Meanwhile, Chemo makes it onto land and starts rampaging. Inside Chemo, a weakened Batman swims toward the nuke and deactivates the weapon. He then throws grenades to blow a hole in its stomach, purging Chemo with its insides all over the ground. Batman then searches for Brain, whom he finds on a nearby submarine. He confronts Brain but is too weakened by the virus that he collapses. When Brain tries to finish him off, Batman recovers after Atom and Aquaman destroy the seed cell. Brain fights back, but Batman detaches it from the body, rendering it defenseless. Atom leads them back outside through the tear duct, but Aquaman worries that Batman never cries. At Oa, Hal Jordan leads the Green Lantern Corps against the alien tyrant Despero. Although outnumbered, Despero resists their combined strength and uses his hypnotic third eye to control all of them except for Hal. With the Corpsey under his control, Despero asks Hal to join him, but he turns him down, claiming that his so-called Golden Age is nothing but an age of servitude where every individual is just an extension of his mind. Hal refuses to let him use the Corps against the universe, so he seemingly blows them up rather than leave them under Despero's control. After Despero leaves, Hal's ring floats away on its own. Elsewhere, Batman is fighting the Cavalier, who robs a bank. Suddenly, Hal's ring appears before him and takes Batman to Oa. Batman finds it ominous that Oa is abandoned when he hears noises in the prison cells. Investigating the source, he quickly recognizes Guy Gardner's voice, who is imprisoned with the humanoid dog Gnort and Sinestro. Batman breaks them out, but when Gardner sees a Green Lantern ring, he tries to take it from him, but Sinestro tells Gardner to back off. Sinestro explains that Gardner was locked up because he made a fuss when the cafeteria chef gave him poached eggs instead of scrambled. He was imprisoned because the Guardians accused him of using force after the Okarons surrendered. He admits he took it upon himself to attack them after they surrendered, as warlords are known for striking once their opponent's guard is down. He claims that Batman would understand that sometimes they need to bend the rules to protect the innocent. Meanwhile, Gnort locked himself in with them when he brought them lunch. Batman and the others discover what happened to the Green Lantern Corps, to which Batman insists on coming along. Although he is unable to wear the power ring, Sinestro suggests using theirs to augment him, creating an armor that works like the rings. Determined, they seek out Despero, but they start arguing again, to which Gardner is displeased that Batman is leading them. Suddenly, Despero appears before them. Batman works together with the others to stop Despero, but he fights back and restrains them with magical rings. Sinestro tells Batman that the armor works on the same principle as the rings, and that it's all about the will. Batman and Sinestro break free and attack Despero together, but are surprised that it is only an illusion. Despero claims that he need not go there himself when his mind is powerful enough to do the work for him. While they are fighting his illusion, Despero states he is getting closer to finding the Green Lantern, who will be his greatest ultimate weapon. Batman thinks that they are what's left of the Green Lanterns, but Sinestro suspects that he is referring to Mogo, the living planet. Despero finds Mogo and takes control over him, going through planets for minds he can absorb. When he sets his sights on Earth, Batman hatches a plan to stop him. He asks Sinestro to place a protective shield on Earth, while Gardner does the same to Mogo. He then leaves the most important task to Gnort, asking him to drain Mogo's power battery into his ring while he distracts Despero by himself. Gnort worries that he will mess it up, but Batman encourages him, claiming that it's not the ring, but the man wearing it. While Gardner battles it out with Mogo, Batman confronts Despero while Gnort tries to absorb the energy from Mogo's battery. Gardner was surprised to find Sinestro there when he was supposed to be protecting Earth. Sinestro claims that he has all intention of stopping Despero, but he refuses to depend on incompetent fools like Gnort or Gardner, so instead, he plans on blowing up Mogo. Gardner argues that Mogo is a living being and a Green Lantern. He also worries that if Mogo blows up, so would Gnort. When he couldn't convince him, Gardner prepared to fight him. Although Sinestro overpowers him, Gardner is not beyond using dirty tactics, as he sucker punches and knocks him out. Despero catches Batman and explains how his plans won't work. He claims that Gardner is ruled by his ego and Gnort is an idiot. Batman claims that Sinestro is the one man he can rely on, but Despero reveals the truth about him. Not only did Sinestro attack the Okearan ships after they surrendered, he callously destroyed every living being on those ships. After which, he created a puppet government loyal only to him in the very world he was sworn to protect. Batman breaks free, which surprises Despero, but he explains that it is all about will, which he has plenty of. Furious, Despero attacks Batman's mind directly, but he headbutts him and breaks free of his hold. Gnort finally remembers that he wrote down the oath, which he then absorbs its energy, allowing Mogo to break free of Despero's control. Out of nowhere, Mogo throws a huge boulder at Despero that knocks him out. Suddenly, the power ring comes out from his utility belt, to which Hal Jordan and the rest of the Green Lantern Corps emerge. It turns out that they were all inside the ring and sent to Batman for safekeeping. Hal claims that he expected he'd have the willpower to get them out of that mess. At the Wudong Temple in China, the Master walks out of the temple when hundreds of arrows rain down on him. He deflects all of them when Shadow Ninjas suddenly have him surrounded. The Master took them all down and challenged the terrible trio, who look down on him from the temple walls. He asks them when they plan to stop attacking him, to which Fox declares until they retrieve the temple's totem. Shark jumps at him, but the Master knocks him off his feet while pinning Vulture to the ground. The Master got caught off guard when Fox hit him with a poisoned dart. They would have finished them there if not for the sun rising and promises to return by nightfall. At National City Bank, Batman chases after Top, who is fleeing after robbing the bank. He was about to finish him off when he suddenly heard his master's voice and was summoned in the astral plane. Wong Fei tells Batman that he needs to return to Wudong Temple as his former classmates are after the temple's totem. Batman claims he will be there before sundown with Bronze Tiger, but Wong Fei states that he need not waste his time with him as he is too proud to ever come to the temple's aid. Batman recalls how he first arrived at the Wudong Temple. Back then, he was asked to choose from a number of animal helmets, to which he chose a bat. Wong Fei claims that like the blind bat, he must fight what he cannot see. He begins training, fighting against his fellow classmates blindfolded. Wong Fei was displeased, criticizing Fox for smiling under his mask and Bronze Tiger for helping Batman. One time, Wong Fei wanted to test his students on what they had learned. He challenges them to attack him, and he takes down Fox, Vulture, Shark, and even Batman. Tiger manages to break the Master's staff, but Wong Fei takes him down as well. When Wong Fei orders him to bow before his master, Tiger refuses and takes off. Meanwhile, Batman goes to find Bronze Tiger despite his master's wishes. Bronze Tiger was fighting a caged match against an opponent. After defeating his opponent, Tiger calls out Batman and challenges him to a fight. Batman claims that he is not there to fight and explains the situation. Tiger refuses to help, claiming that it's not his fight and that his duty is to his village alone. Batman tries to convince him to help if he wins the fight. With Tiger not losing a single fight, Batman is no match against Tiger in a straight fight. Batman states that he left before learning Wong Fei's last lesson. When outmatched, cheat. Batman then throws marbles into the ring, causing Tiger to trip, and he wrestles Tiger to the ground. Although they returned before sundown, Fox and the others arrived before they could secure the totem. Outnumbered, Tiger and Batman get captured. Fox finally obtains the totem, and a bright light covers the room when they place their hands on it. They later discover that the totem transforms them into their animal forms, granting them superhuman strength and abilities. Tiger charges at Fox, but having transformed into a real one, he stands no chance against him and kicks him against the wall. Batman runs to help him, but Vulture whisks him into the air and drops him on the cliff. Batman breaks his fall with the Batplane, to which he claims they need to go to Hong Kong to stop the terrible trio. The trio uses the totem to summon a mystic army on the banks of Hong Kong, while the Shadow Ninjas terrorize the people. Batman worries that it's already too late when, suddenly, Vulture perches on the Batplane and clips their wings. Batman and Tiger eject and land on the dock, only to find themselves surrounded. Tiger surrenders to the enemy in exchange for his village's safety. Fox demands he bow before him. After bending the knee, Tiger reminds them of Wong Fei's lesson that when outmatched, cheat. That said, Tiger knocks the totem in the air, and Batman and Tiger place their hands on it to transform into their animal forms. In their beast forms, Batman takes down Vulture and the incoming ship of Shadow Ninjas. Tiger takes out Shark and beats up Fox. They return to the temple with the totem, but when Batman offers to drop him back at his village, Tiger refuses. He claims that with Wong Fei gone, someone has to watch over the temple. He plans on bringing his people there and starting the Wudong School again. Should the Shadow Clan plan to attack, they'd find an army waiting for them. Batman claims that Wong Fei would be proud, to which Tiger claims that he owes him a rematch. Thank you for watching. Check out these other videos and subscribe and tap the bell to be notified about our latest videos. See you next time.